welcome to Ghana Money TV, and this is the fire safety management within the risk management framework, and it is number one topic that we are capturing. We want you to know that fires are very dangerous, and nobody starts fire intentionally. I mean, we know that there are bad people who sometimes want to harm us, and there are arsonists who would maybe sometimes want to start fires within our household. However, fires are mostly accidental, and that's why we are looking at accidental fires. If that's the case, then why don't we put systems? Why don't we learn about ways that we can actually reduce or stop fires in the first place? If you're choosing a property, do you actually ask yourself these questions? The people who I'm going to live in there with, do I have disabled people, people who are blind, vulnerable, the elderly, people who cannot move when we need to escape them? Because when there is an emergency and the fire service need to move them, it is going to be dangerous. So you need to look at this and then choose the type of building that you are going to build, or where you are going to rent or buy. And it means that whether it's going to be a story building, where it's going to be a flat within an estate, you need to have that thinking process behind it. And then people who live with us, their habits. Do people smoke? Are they going to be smoking inside the house? Are you going to give them some warnings? Are you going to tell them what to do in terms of how they are smoking? You need to be aware of this, because smoking starts fires. And then let's look at our cooking habits. How do we cook? Where do we locate our gas cylinders? It is very key. A lot of fires have been starting because of the location of these gas cylinders. And sometimes, even if it doesn't start from the kitchen, because the cylinder is within the space, when the fire gets there, then it explodes. So we need to be very careful on that angle. Then let's look at the way we deal with our children. Are we telling children what to do in terms of fire? Do we teach them? Do children know what fire is about? Let's let the children play with fire and experience the dangers. However, they need to be able to know what to do so they can manage it. But it is good for children to actually experience and play with fire. Yes, I'm telling you, give it a try and see how the benefit would be. Electrical appliances. How do we buy appliances? How do we choose the electricians that work for us? Do we go for quality, or we go for quantity? It is very key. Sometimes we try to cut costs. However, the dangers and the effects that will come to us are more than actually the money that we are saving. So the choice of electrical appliances, how do we put it on and off? If you are charging phones, do we still leave the charger in with the main socket still on? No, that is a no-go area. If you're going to sleep at night, you actually switch off every TV, every electrical appliance that needs to be switched off. Do we do that? We don't. We just leave it, sometimes leave it on standby. That is one of the biggest causes of fire. So let's just look at that angle, and then with good practice. So good electrical safety practices is good to stop fire. Candle use. Why are we still using candles in the middle of the night when the power is off? Why are we still using candles? No, it is bad. Let's just stop it. I won't even say much about this. Let's just stop the practice. You can use candles, but you need to use it wisely. And that is the point. And then let's look at our storage. You go to someone's house and they've stored papers, newspapers from 1960s. Why are we keeping these papers for? I know that some people are maybe it is an obsession, or it's a hobby. But if you do that, then you are creating a source of fuel. When there's fire and it gets there, it will increase, and then your whole house, your property that you've wasted so much money, that will just go. And so let's look at how you restore. Unused items need to go somewhere that it's not close to the household. Of course, that is very key. And then let's look at the things that we need to do so that we can escape. You're building a house. What the choice of designers, or the choice of design that you're going to have within your property? Are you providing yourself a form of escape? How are we building our houses? Let's look at the way we are putting so much burglar proofs within our windows. Can you escape when there's a fire? Have you asked yourself that question? What choice of security measures you are putting in place, and in effect is going to put your safety? How can you go for security and then you'll be affected in safety? So guys, just think about these things. Just make a conscious effort so that you can reduce the risk of fires within your household. Keep watching. The next topic is going to be on security measures, and I think this is going to be helpful to you. Keep watching, follow us, subscribe if you haven't done. Go to the social medias, and let's just get the conversation going. Bye.